Welcome to Beaches and Briefcases, my brand new YouTube channel. I'm also the host of the podcast, Joy in the Margin, Your Life the Healthy Way. Here we talk about creating a life filled with real joy, freedom, and balance, not someday, but right now. If that sounds like something you need, hit like, subscribe, and let's get into it. This one is for the busy professional women, the moms, the entrepreneurs, anyone who is done living a life they secretly want to escape. Here's the truth. Burnout isn't always a sign you need a new life. Sometimes it's a sign you need to redesign the one you have. You're not tired of your life. You're tired of living it without margin. So let's talk about the tiny shifts that change everything. The escape cycle is sneaky. It starts with overextending, saying yes to everything, giving until there's nothing left. Then comes resentment, then numbing out, and then before you know it, you're right back at the beginning. The goal isn't to shame the cycle. It's to recognize it early enough to interrupt it and choose something healthier instead. Here's the question I want you to sit with. What would make this feel just 10% more livable? Not a complete overhaul, not a perfect solution, just 10%. That number is small enough for your nervous system to believe, manageable enough for your calendar to handle, and powerful enough to actually get you moving. Small shifts create real change. The joy in the margin method comes down to 4 moves. Pause before you say yes. Prioritize what actually matters most. Play. Bring intentional joy back into your days. And protect. Set the boundaries that guard your energy. These aren't complicated steps. They're the foundation of a life you actually want to live. Pausing is not laziness. It's a leadership move. Before you fire off an automatic yes, take one breath and ask yourself, what will this actually cost me? That 30-second pause is a micro practice that changes everything. It's how you stop reacting and start designing your life with real intention. Not everything can be equally urgent, and trying to treat it that way is exhausting. Instead, identify your big 3: health, home, and mission. These are the areas that deserve your best energy. When you know your big 3, you stop spreading yourself thin and start showing up with focus, clarity, and real effectiveness. Joy is not a reward you earn after you've done everything else. It's medicine, and it needs to be prescribed daily. You don't need a vacation to feel it. Turn on music while you cook. Take a spontaneous dance break. Send a funny text. Go for a walk with no destination. These small moments aren't trivial. They're the things that keep you whole. A dream life doesn't just happen. It needs guardrails. Boundaries aren't walls that keep people out. They're instructions that tell the world what matters to you, what you can offer, and what you can no longer keep sacrificing. Try this simple script. I can do X, but I cannot do Y. That's it. Clear, kind, and protective of everything you're building. You don't need a full day off to feel joy. You just need a moment. Play your favorite song, take an actual lunch break away from your screen, step outside for 5 minutes, send a voice note to someone you love, put something beautiful on your desk. These aren't luxuries, they're investments. Small joys count and tiny joys compound. Real freedom starts with letting go of the invisible commitments, the ones nobody assigned you, but somehow you're carrying anyway. Do an audit of your automatic yes. Where are you volunteering your time, attention, money, or emotional energy without even thinking about it? Then ask yourself the most liberating question. What am I carrying that doesn't actually belong to me? Balance isn't a perfect 50-50 split, and chasing that will wear you out. Real balance is the ability to return to yourself after life pulls you in every direction. It's not about having it all figured out. It's about knowing how to find your center again, no matter how far the current takes you. Think about what you miss about yourself. Your humor, your curiosity, your creativity, your softness, your confidence, your dreams. A life worth living doesn't just sustain the roles you play, it nurtures the person underneath them. Don't build a life so full of doing that it slowly erases who you are. Grab a notebook and give yourself just 10 minutes. Ask these questions honestly. What feels heavier than it should right now? What actually gives me energy? What am I tolerating that I don't have to? Then ask, what one change would make life feel 10% lighter? You don't need perfect answers, you just need honest ones. You don't have to redesign your entire life at once. Just pick one rhythm, one repeatable moment in your day, and make it kinder. Maybe it's your morning routine, how you handle meals, or the way you respond to messages. Choose one area: movement, money, or mood. Simplify it, make it easier to repeat. That one rhythm done consistently becomes the foundation for everything else. Here's something worth knowing. AI can actually help you create margin. Use it to plan meals from what's already in your fridge. Draft messages so you can respond faster. Organize your task list so you always know the next step. Use it to reflect and turn mental chaos into clarity. Less friction in the small things means more energy for the things that matter. I want to challenge you to a 7-day Life I Love experiment. Each day, make one tiny change and collect real data. No shame, just curiosity. Day 1, name your energy drains. Day 2, pick your 3 priorities. Day 3, add 1 joy. Day 4, drop 1 unnecessary task. Day 5, ask for help. Day 6, protect 1 boundary. Day 7, look back and notice what shifted. Small experiments lead to big transformations. You have full permission to rest down before you hit the wall. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to wait until you're completely depleted. Building a life that supports you isn't selfish. It's sustainable. And it's not something to save for someday. It starts right now. Before this video ends, I want you to choose one thing: a pause, a priority, a joy dose, or a boundary. Just one. Drop a comment below with "I'm choosing margin" and tell me what you're protecting this week. I read every single one, and I'm cheering you on. If this resonated with you, there's so much more waiting for you. Listen to Joy in the Margin, Your Life the Healthy Way, wherever you get your podcasts. And subscribe to Beaches and Briefcases right here on YouTube for more conversations just like this one. Share this with someone who needs it. And most importantly, come back to yourself. You deserve a life you love living.